Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, The Mustard Butterfly, a home for good, a home for change, a home for women. I'm Doyen, and if this is your first time coming across this channel, hi! We are a holistic health hub sharing the joy of eating well, knowing God, and embracing the right mindset. And if any of these resonate with you, please subscribe to see more of our videos and to join this growing community of women. And if you're not sure what these mean or if they resonate with you, then keep watching to find out. And hopefully, it does, and you can come on board. This month we are exploring soul food, and in the last video I gave a brief introduction to what soul food means to me, and also gave one of my soul food recipes, so please check it out. In this video I want to carry on that journey, just sharing a bit more, giving more recipes, and just exploring this further. Now, for most of my life, I would say, most of my adult life, I worked as a full-time hairdresser, and that was doing women's hair as well. So I got to speak to a lot of women, and as they say, you tell your hairdresser the most things, you tell them more things than anybody else. Is that true? I think it is, because now I have a hairdresser and she knows everything about me. So what I'm speaking to these women, there were different running themes, but a lot of the common factors with us women that I found, that was body issues, and for a lot of women it was to do with weight loss, it was to do with just fixing a body part, just body issues as a whole was a running theme. And then there was also fear of failing, fear around so many things, like of health, fear around health, fear, just so many fears, and it wasn't just in that scene. Also, when I went to the corporate world, this is something that I came in contact with as well. And I don't think this is just, it's not just to do with one race, it's just the woman race, the woman, gender it's not even just a gender. I think it's just, I don't know if it's men as well, but this is what I came to see with women, the body issues. And I do speak to a lot of guys as well. Well, not a lot of guys, but I speak to some guys that speak about body issues as well. So I think, it's a human problem. But let's just, for the sake of this space, speak on the woman, because that's why we're here. Body issues were just a thing, and this is something that I have dealt with for a good chunk of my life, and I'm still going through it, but I've been unpacking and unlayering of whatever it is, this issue. I've been picking at this issue, so I think I've learned a lot, which I guess is why we're here, is why this channel, is why this space that I'm sharing, the things I've learned. When it comes to these things, I find that a lot of times is because our soul is not well. And when our soul is unwell, it affects our physical being, and it affects our life as a whole. It affects our life, because when our soul is well, we're living healthier physically, and then we just prosper in everything we do. Now, prosperity, for me, my understanding of prosperity is not necessarily just money, as maybe the world may tell you it is. For me, it's not money, it's living completely, living wholesomely, living that journey of living well. It's not, you're not going to get there in one day. It's a journey, that journey of being thankful, being grateful for, the little and the big things, that holistic life, to me, is what prosperity is. And we would not get there if our soul is hungry, if it's not fed. And that is why soul food. That's why we need soul food. And in my experience, the only place I've found this food is in the Bible. Now, I've read so many different things in my course of trying to dig and deal with these issues that come up. And the Bible is the only place that I've found true food for my soul. And so I'm gonna get into sharing some more recipes with you today. If you've ever been on a diet, which if I think a lot of people have tried diets. I would say probably, I don't know, this is not proven stats, but just in my imagination, I would say at least 90% of the people have been on a diet before. I've done all of them. All the diets, maybe not the newer ones, but the newer ones are just like, they're just copies of the old ones. I've done all the diets you can think of. And what is common about the diet industry is like, they sell you something temporal that does not even sometimes get to the root problem. Most diets just focus on the physical. It focuses on your output, what you're doing, it focuses on what you're eating, what you're burning in calories, and these things, trust me, it's not, even in terms of losing weight, that's not the answer. A few diets, a few programs, weight loss programs now would incorporate things like, they'll tell you to dig deep into meditation, into visualization, as they call it, into mind activities and things like that. And I guess that's all well and good, but again, it's not complete for me. I found the complete form of health in this book, in the Bible. And if you're not Christian and you've never read this book, you've never even come across the Bible, why not just try it out, is what I would say, because you never know until you try, is how I see it. It's worked for me. There's a lot of people, other people that I know it's worked for, but I don't know what we've tried so far, but why not just give it a try, And if you do want to give it a try, I will post a link in the description box below of a Bible app that's just so robust. If you're feeling weary, if you're feeling whatever emotions you're feeling, whatever it is, whatever season you find yourself, the Bible has something for you, something to support you in that season. So I'll leave the link in the description box below, and then you can go and search and explore this book. But in that time, I'll share 3 parts of the Bible that can help us on this journey that can feed our soul, that can feed the overwhelm, the anxieties, the fears, the insecurities, the different things that we battle. And the first one is from a book in the Bible called Matthew, and this is from chapter 11, verse 28 to 30. And this particular translation is very light. There are different translations of the Bible. This particular translation, I think is very relatable to the world we live in today. And so I'm going to read it out to you. And actually, this particular part of the Bible, because the Bible is written by different people, right? But this particular part is Jesus speaking to us. And it reads, "Are you worn out, tired, burned out on religion? Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I will not lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. keep company with me and you learn how to live freely and lightly. Now, how beautiful is that? If you are somebody that's given to overwhelm, then trust me, you'd want to like meditate on these words, you'd want to ponder on these words, you want to keep company with Jesus, because it makes everything, he makes everything so little in comparison to what we think it is, you know. So that's the first one. The second one is in the book of the Bible called Philippians, and this was written by one of the apostles in the Bible. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 to 7, and it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and by petition, with thanksgiving, make your request, you know, your desires, your wants known to God, and the peace and his peace that passes all understanding will guard your hearts and your mind in Jesus Christ." Now, like I said before, some of these weight loss industries, the diet industries, now have meditation as one of the main things. Like, research has shown that meditation is, you know, is key, you know, in losing weight or in being well. Meditation is essentially prayer, but this time, in this context, you're praying to a God that created the world, that is above everything. So if you suffer with anxiety, really just like let these words come alive to you. Read them over and over, think about them over and over and over and over again, and then let that just direct you, let that lead you to, you know, who to speak to, or where to, you know, the right people to speak to get help from, or what to do to work through it, and how to be even whilst you're still in it. Okay, and that the third one is in John chapter 14 verse 27 in the Bible, and again, this is Jesus speaking, and it says, "Peace I give to you, peace I leave with you, not as the world gives do I give. Do not let your hearts be troubled, neither let it be afraid." Again, fear he wants to replace your fear with his peace, and in this peace can stir our minds, our souls, and can give us rest, and can give us wholeness, and can give us health. Trust me, it works for me. It keeps working, it's a gift that keeps on giving, is the Bible. And so yeah, I would really encourage you to try it out. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'm going to pray, and yeah, with prayer as well, if you're not Christian, if you've never prayed and you feel like, oh, I can't do it, trust me, this is one faith. The beautiful thing about Christianity is that you don't have to go through a third party. Listen, you can go right now, wherever you are, you in the living room, in the bathroom, on your way to work, you can literally just sit still. You can even say it quietly if you're in a public place. You can open your mouth, obviously, as in, you know, when you're communicating with your friends, you will just actually speak to them. God already knows anyway. He's already watching you, he's already seeing you wherever you are. You just need to open your mouth and pray. You know, just say it to him. If you don't know who God is, just say Jesus, in Jesus' name. Just call on that name, Jesus, and ask him. Tell him whatever it is that's on your mind. And I pray that, you know, he comes to your aid, and he will. I know he will, because that's the God that I believe. That's the person I've come to know as everything. And so yeah, I hope this helps you in your soul searching, in your soul digging, and, you know, in the health of our soul and your body as a whole. And yeah, like this video, please, if you have. Share it with somebody that you think can benefit from soul healing, you know. and subscribe, leave a comment as well. Let me know if you know, if you said a prayer, if what it did to you. Like, share these testimonies of yours, and also share how you share other portions, things that you found that help you with your soul, that help you to heal your soul. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week for more recipes, soul food recipes. All right, bye.